guys, this stupid freaking phone has cut out on me so many times that I now have a mirror in front of me so that I can use my back camera so there's better quality and I can tell when it shuts off on me. Pregnancy prep, take 3. No, for real, I'm not even kidding. There's me right there. So anyways, I am not pregnant yet, but obviously when you're preparing to get pregnant or you're trying, then you want to make sure that you're doing it correctly and that you're safe about it, especially since this is my first attempt to be weight training and staying active and being a fit mom so that I can bounce back better this third time around. So we will see what happens. I'm gonna attempt a superwoman extraordinary fit pregnancy, but we'll see what limitations my body puts on me. So anyways, I just want to go over some things that I've been researching, and I'll post the websites that they are on. So first of all, your body is going to change a little bit when you're pregnant, and so we need to be aware of those changes so that we can adjust where we need to. Your blood volume is going to increase by 40%, which adds to your weight, by the way. But as your blood volume increases, your cardiac output increases, which increases your heart rate, which, you know, gets things moving a little faster. Your metabolism is going to increase. Your body temperature might increase. So all of those things alone have a pretty big impact on exercise because you're working your heart out a little bit when you're exercising, especially during cardio. You want to make sure that your heart rate isn't going too high. The recommended heart rate is 140 to 150 beats per minute. But what you really want to go by is if you can talk while you're exercising. You don't want to be out of breath or gasping for air or anything like that. So that's the big thing there. Another thing is laying flat on your back. You don't want to do a whole lot of that as you get bigger because the pressure from your abdomen, or your uterus rather, pressing down on it'll obstruct your venous return, make you lightheaded, basically restricting some blood flow during your exercises. Another thing that you don't want to do is hold your breath during exercises, which I do a lot, especially if you're lifting heavy. So basically you're going to reduce your weight a little bit and reduce your intensity a little bit. Make sure that you're safe. The first trimester, nothing really changes a whole lot unless you're just so sick or other things are going on that you can't, do what you used to do. But you do want to reduce your intensity a little bit, Don't get too crazy. Those first few weeks are pretty important. They're the danger zone for having a miscarriage and stuff like that. So just be careful. But just get your nutrition, get your sleep, drink your water, especially. That's another thing you want to do. Make sure you're doing throughout your workouts. Make sure you're getting that water. You're going to modify your workouts as you get, farther and farther along, mostly because of your belly. But also your intensity is going to decrease throughout your pregnancy. The weight is going to decrease throughout your pregnancy. But don't let that get in your head and be like, oh, well, now I'm going to go 10 pounds lighter this week just because. You want to make sure that it's your body limiting you. And so listen to your body. And then another thing that I need to point out is that your certain hormones increase during your pregnancy, and the ones that are important for weight training is elastin and relaxin. And what they do is they loosen your joints, and so that makes you more susceptible to injury, and you don't want to injure yourself during pregnancy, especially if you end up falling, and oh god, that would just, I don't even want to think about that. You just need to be safe, and you need to be 100% safe. So if there's any question in your mind, oh, should I be doing this? Don't do it. Don't be doing super high box jumps 8 months pregnant. Do step ups instead and make sure that it's a little bit lower, things like that. But since your joints are a little bit looser, you don't want to do explosive movements. So you're going to kind of steady your tempo. As you lower your weight, you can still increase your reps. So you can increase, you can maintain a level of intensity without going super, super heavy. But again, if you've been weight training for a while and you're pretty strong, then you can lift a lot more than the average person. So if you're still squatting 135, and hey, more power to you. Make sure you have your safety bars up and everything like that. Make sure you have somebody spotting you when you're doing a bench press, or maybe you should switch to a dumbbell press instead of a bench press and do it inclined instead of declined or flat bench. You know, things like that. And then another thing, I think, I don't do a ton of research, but I don't do a lot of ab work, so I'm not too concerned about it. But the abdominal area starts to pull apart and it can tear. And so they tell you not to do crunches, even though I think that you probably can. But I'm not going to say either or. I don't like doing crunches because it hurts my back anyways. And then of course, the farther along you get, the more pressure on your spine and those nerves and the arteries and things like that. So probably better just not to do crunches, but they do encourage planks. And by they, I mean people on the internet, those people. So I hope this helped you out a little bit. I was looking for more specific answers myself, so sorry if you didn't feel like that was satisfied. But basically just do what you can. You're just gonna lower intensity, lower weight as you move along. Listen to your body. Don't be stupid. And I'm excited to share my fit pregnancy journey with you. Not pregnant yet, but we shall see if that's going to happen soon. I am going to start a new workout split here in the near future. My Spartan race is Sunday, and then I'll start that workout split and adjust as necessary. So pretty excited. I already feel weaker for no freaking reason. But we all have off days, so I'm going to try my best. Oh, another thing that some of you might be wondering is supplementation. So basic nutrition, guys. Get in your fruits and vegetables. Get in your variety of proteins via food, animals, whatever, dairy, whatever you want to get it in from is fine. Just make sure that it's healthy. Mostly natural foods are best. Mostly raw foods are best, but you know, do what you need to do to make it palatable for yourself. But a supplement is just that. It's a supplement. You're supplementing things that you're not getting through food. So obviously prenatal vitamins are a good idea. But if you can't get in the amount of protein that you want, have some protein powder. Just be aware of what's in your protein powder, because some of them have all sorts of other, supplements. I don't even know. A lot of them have BCAAs, which are fine, I would think. Creatine, arginine, glutamine, stuff like that too. But yeah, so just be careful and know what's in your protein, know what you're putting in your body. I read something that said if you wouldn't give it to your baby directly, then you shouldn't be taking it. I wouldn't give creatine to my baby necessarily, but I think I'm going to take it. I think I'm going to take about half the dose during my pregnancy, unless I'm told otherwise. It is a nutrient, so I'm not worried about it. I'm going to take BCAAs just because when I do drink BCAAs, I feel like I drink more liquids because it's flavored and whatever, and it's good for you, so why not? And it's just branch chain amino acids. That's what BCAAs stand for. And they're good for you, and you can get them through food, but I want to get them through a supplement too. So I'm just going to do that. So I probably will have a protein shake, probably have my BCAAs, creatine, probably won't do a pump inducer, even though it's probably fine. As long as you're just watching your dosage, you know. Reducing my caffeine intake already. I'm down to a scoop instead of 2, and I actually meant to have a half a scoop this morning, but didn't think about it and just poured it on in there. So I'm gonna just do a half a scoop of protein tomorrow, and we'll see what happens, because when I get pregnant, I'm probably not gonna have any. And then, since I've kind of been working out fasted just because I've been a fatty and eating a ton of food, but what I'm probably going to do is have breakfast, you know, an hour or so before I work out, and hopefully that'll give me energy and fuel me through my workouts. So more coming at you as far as workouts go during pregnancy. And yeah, I tried to look more into supplementation, and like I wanted just to read an article that said you can take pre-workout and creatine and blah 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 and whatever you want, go ahead, just do it all. But because there's not a lot of research on fit pregnant women, because there's not a lot of fit pregnant women out there, I think it's just better to play the safe card and just not consume it. Just keep it healthy and natural and whatever. So anyways, good luck to any of you that are pregnant out there. And for those of you that aren't, sorry if my channel is going to be boring for you, but I am going to be working out. And who knows when I'm going to get pregnant. So hopefully soon, because I want to get this show on the road, get it going, pop this baby out, and get back into my fit body. Some of you might be wondering, why the heck are you getting pregnant? Well, I love my children. Family's awesome, and family's always first, and they bring a lot of joy to my life, and I just want to fit one more in. Just one more. So, yeah, I will talk to you next time. Thanks for watching.